not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. But baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. Whatever, and I would never hear. You've been flexing everywhere. Girl, look in the mirror. Man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. But baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back. Baby, it's you. Control the weather, then every day would rain on your parade. Shine, you can't change, yeah. If I was Father Time, then I would change the day. So I never saw your face.
Hello. I am your host, C-Mo of What's Really Blog Talk Radio and Podcast. I am super excited that you decided to hang out with me this afternoon, evening, morning, is where you are. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Okay, before I get into what I want to talk about right now, let me give a special shout to everybody that listens in around the globe, whether it be on the mobile app or through any of the platforms that you listen to your podcast on. So I want to give a special shout out to Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Australia, New Zealand, the Philippines, China, India, Pakistan, Japan, Russia, Sweden, Norway, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Algeria, Egypt, Sudan, Nigeria, South Africa, Brazil, Mexico, Canada, and of course, rounding it out, the United States. Thank you all so much for listening. Okay, so listen. Okay, so I wanted to talk. I always wondered why, older men and younger women would end up married. Like the woman would be 30 and the guy be like 60. Or, a woman could be in her 20s and the guy's like 59, 60 years old. And so I was like, okay, so obviously she's probably marrying him for, money or financial reasons or whatever it may be. But a lot of times, I have seen that these couples are actually really, really into each other, loving, caring. And of course that could be a facade. But what I come to realize is when we're getting older, and I'm thinking, because me, right, I'm about to turn 50. But in my mind, I'm still like 25, 35. You know what I mean? I'm still young. I still think I look good. I think I got it going on, basically. But I'm almost 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like the other day I was just saying, wow, I'm about to turn 50. And so what am I going to do for my 50th birthday? And so, I also noticed that a lot of younger, men are, attracted to me, or they try to talk to me, or whatever the case may be. Strike up a conversation, or from the store, like, hey, how you doing, man? Let me help you with that, or let me help you put your stuff in the car, stuff like that. But me, I'm so naive to the point where I'm not thinking that someone is like actually interested, like want to talk to me, like want to exchange numbers. I'm thinking they're just being nice, like, because I'm a people person too. So I'm just thinking, okay, well, they're just being nice. They're not really into me like that or trying to talk to me. But okay, so I started conducting this little experiment where, if somebody just, spoke to me and said hi or whatever, and I would just like, just strike up a little small talk. We exchange numbers or whatever. In most cases, these gentlemen, some of them are older, but some of them are younger. Because see, my preference is, because I'm 50 or almost 50, my preference is that I, talk to people that's my age or older, right? Okay, so, but anyways, so, I ran into like a couple of guys, just, striking up small talk or whatever. And so we exchanged numbers. And so I just tried to see, would I have anything in common with them? And if you ever heard any of my previous shows before where I talk about dating, I talk a lot about, I don't date anymore. I say I don't date anymore. I say I am doing research, which I really am doing research. But anyway, so I talked to a couple of these younger gentlemen just to see if we could have a conversation, like a real conversation, because I like to talk and I like to talk about many, many different things. So I tried to see if, we had anything in common. Like, could we really have a grown-up adult conversation, me being my age and them being maybe 10 to 15 years younger than me? Okay, so anyway, so I talked to a couple of guys. Now, two of the guys I ran into, they were military guys, and so we like kind of exchanged numbers, and I have been talking to them. And one of them, super, super intelligent guy, we could talk, but then I realized he was kind of a prima donna. Like, he wanted everything his way when he wanted it and all that kind of stuff. And I said, nah, that's not going to work out. And then two, the other thing that I couldn't get with is like the texting acronyms. Like, I don't know all of them. So I found myself, like, when we were texting, I found myself like looking up what certain acronyms were, or like it took me a minute to kind of figure it out. So, and then the WYD, the what you doing one, that thing drives me crazy. I know I've talked about that before. But that whole what you doing, like certain times of the day, you pretty much know what somebody is doing. So stop with that. But what I wanted to say is, I think that these older men, when they get with these younger women, I know sometimes we think it's like a midlife crisis or something, but I'm really starting to think they just really don't feel like they're that old. And they think that they should be able to have relationships or relations with these younger women. And me, like I said, being the age that I am now, I know how old I am. But I still feel like my young self, even though I am attracted to men that are my age. or older. And then some people say, well, how can you tell? I can tell when someone is my age. Like, just, certain things they do, how they act, how they talk, how they approach. I can tell when someone is around my age as opposed to someone that's younger. Now, am I going to say that I might not ever get in a relationship with someone 10 to 15 younger than me? Absolutely, I am going to say that because I just don't see it happening. Because when I'm, 65 and they 45, that's not going to work. That man going to want him somebody younger, I'm sure. Just like we see all these old men out here with these young girls, but eventually she's going to want more, and possibly he might want more. Not in the bedroom, but in a way of conversation, things just, having things in common. You know what I'm saying? When he want to get his massage or something, or you to make sure he got his insulin shots or whatever, and she want to go to the club, that's when things are going to kind of... I'm joking. But what I'm saying is, I never really thought of myself as being, well, I guess people don't say 50 is old, but I just feel like, I think a lot of times men just don't feel like they're as old as they are. And I remember my mom used to say about my dad, because my dad used to always say he wanted a Camaro. That was like his dream car. And my mom used to say, well, he think he's still young. But I get it now. Like, I really get why people still feel that way. Because like me, I even still feel like, and I'm not saying I'm supposed to feel like an old lady or anything, but I am older, so I should feel a certain way. But I do. When I meet these young men, I'm like, child, I'm old enough to be your grandma, or I'm old enough to be your mom, or something like that. And they say, well, that don't mean nothing to me, but it does mean something to me. Conversation with me goes a long way. The vibe and the energy and all that stuff goes a long way with me. So this is just something that was on my mind, a thought. But I appreciate you guys listening. And if you listen to this, please send me a message and let me know your opinion of what do you think? Like, what do you think about older women and younger men, younger women and older men? What do you think about that? I know I'm not going to be nobody's sugar mama, but I just want to know your opinions. Thank you for listening and have a great, great day, night, or evening.
It's not my fault. You've been lying, saying that I took away your peace. Drowning by yourself, now you wanna blame me. Like you have no options. I ain't take your options. Nah, I'm not the problem. Man, that's on you, yeah. You've been terrorizing me, yeah, I'm always wrong. I knew you lost your mind when you dropped that bomb. Girl, are you crazy? Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you. You stole your peace, put it on me. Baby, it's you. Lying like a rat, but take your stuff back, baby.